بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and pray to him that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this time and the effort that we are giving to learn the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He accept it as a good deed for all of us and put this in the scale of the in the judgment day, in the good side of the scale, inshallah ta'ala. So in our journey we have learned a few things about the Arabic of the Quran. We have finished the study of Ism and we started the fi'l, and as we said that in Arabic the fi'l is kind of two types. You can say the past tense and present and the future together. So present, there's nothing different for future tense except for the context, and inshallah we'll learn about it when the time comes, but mainly past tense and present tense you can say. So today we're going to finish the study of past tense because it is not a very big lesson except for the memorization of the chart. So we'll go through the review and then inshallah ta'ala there are one or two more concepts of the past tense. We'll look at those, and maybe from tomorrow or maybe if not from the next week we'll start present tense inshallah ta'ala. So let's review the lesson 18 and 19 that we did. So we must memorize this chart, and this chart will be necessary for our present tense also. So remember this chart. This chart has 14 you can say 14 section, or you can say like 14 boxes to remember basically. Okay, so 6 for the third person, 6 for the second person, and 2 for the first person. So 12, 12 and 2, 14. These 14 you must remember that what is the meaning of them, how does it work, okay, and what are the similarities, okay, and what it becomes when it becomes nasab or jar, or in the rafa status. So huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Okay, and then we said with this one I'll show you that we have learned the past tense with this one, that in Arabic the past tense, the last ending of the sound of the 3-letter fi'l determines who did the job. That is the initial thing that we learned, that when the doer is inside the fi'l. So this is our third person one, like huwa nasara, meaning nasara means huwa did. So huwa is the fi'l inside, hiding in nasara. That's what we learned. Huma nasara with an alif. The two of them helped. Okay, so in nasara, whenever you see something nasara, that means two people are doing this job in the past. Something in the past tense and two of them are doing this. Then we have nasaruhum, nasaru is they. Okay, here nasarat, that's the feminine version of she. Okay, huma nasarat, nasarata, and then hunna nasarna. So these are the third person. Second person is very easy because it's just the ending of the attach the ending part of it to the ending of the fi'l. So nasarat, nasarata is like anta. Anta is finishing with ta, so it's nasarata. Antuma is nasartuma. Antum is nasartum. Anti is nasarti. Antuma is nasartuma. And antunna is nasartunna. Ana nasartu and nahnu nasarna. Ana nasartu and nahnu nasarna. So I hope everybody is clear on this, so no confusion inshallah. Then we talked about inside and outside doer, because we know what is inside doer, because nasara means he did. So if you look at this way, a fail is a complete sentence actually, as we mentioned before. The nasara is a complete, he helped, so which makes sense. Okay? Nasarat means she helps. For outside doers, when you have someone else doing something and we want to translate that, we only can use nasara and nasarat version, he and the she version. Okay, that's the only thing we can use. Okay, and then we have to bring the outside doer, okay, the thing that is doing the job, and then we have to match the gender. If it is something that we try, like Fatima did something, then we must use nasarat. Okay, if it is a masculine word, masculine doer, like the word Allah or Rasul or prophets or Karim or Abdullah or whoever, so we have to use the nasara version. Okay.
But here, the first person, second person, third person doesn't matter. Right?
No.
For example, like I can use they, say for example, I can use it Nasara, just to emphasize or something. Is it possible?
No. If you use they, then you have to use the they version, because they is inside doer. If you emphasize, we'll see this one now. Today we'll see this one. That sometime you can use, but if it is a pronoun, it should be inside. So outside one could be attached pronoun with something that can be done. But usually then you have to use nasaru, because that's the so after fail may not be right after. So meaning the outside doer could be after, it has to be after fail, okay? But it may be something in between. It could be something in between. We'll see that today, inshallah ta'ala. Must be rafa by definition, because that's the doer. That's the basic definition of the doer. It has to be rafa. And you can only use he or she version. The next thing, like we said, nasarat muslimatun. Okay? Nasarat muslim. Although muslimatun is one Muslim, but it's a feminine, that's why you use nasarat. Okay? Then I think we have some example like rabihat tijaratun. Okay? Like this one, see? Rabihat tijaratuhum, their trade. So, but here the whom is like, it's an attached pronoun, it's mudaf ilayh, right? Tijaratuhum. Okay? Khalaqallahu, Allah created. Okay? Ittaba'ana rasula. Ittaba'ana, there is no inside doer, outside doer. Because ittaba'ana is not the version nasara and nasarat. Ittaba'ana is a version for the nahnu. So that's why there is no inside doer. Ittaba'ana means we followed. Who did we follow? Rasul. That's why Rasula is not Rafa, it's a Nasr, Rasula. So see, these are the important things. If someone is reading this ayah and is saying Ittaba'ana Rasul, Rasulu, that's wrong. That's wrong. The whole structure is wrong, meaning is wrong, everything is wrong. So that's why it's important to understand. That's why you will see today also there's few things, and it's so beautiful that if you don't understand this thing, you can't appreciate Quran. It's just reading Quran, memorizing Quran is much different than understanding the Quran. Allama al-Qur'ana, same thing, Qur'ana, okay, not Qur'anu. Qur'ana means the Nasr version. So Allama means he taught the Quran. He taught the Quran. Then Allama al-Muslimuna. Here, Allam.
When this Quran taught.
Quran. If you want to say like this, sometimes we say, Quran taught us these things. Where did you learn these things? Quran. Then you say, Allama al-Qur'anu. Quran taught. Okay. Allama al-Muslimuna. Here there is a outside doer, right? Because Allama is the Nasara version, means he helped. Al-Muslimuna is una, which is Rafa. So here the Muslim helped. The Muslims, the plural, more than two Muslims, the Muslims taught, not helped, the Muslim taught. Allama al-Muslimina, okay? Here is different. He, because ina, see these are the things I'm going to ask in the exam, Brother Mustafid, okay? So get ready. So Allama al-Muslimina is, Allama is he taught, but Muslimina is not Rafa.
He taught Muslims.
Yeah. So he taught the Muslims. It's Nasab. This is Nasab here. Then Qala al-Kafiruna. Qala means he said. Al-Kafiruna means that it's outside doer. So the disbelievers say. Yes.
Rabihat tijaratuhum.
Rabihat is like Nasarat, right?
Nasarat, fine.
So it's a feminine version. Rabihat means to benefit themselves, okay? To benefit yourself. Okay? So she benefited. Rabihat, only the word Rabihat means she benefited.
So this is how tijaratuhum together is a rafa, is it?
Yes, tijaratuhum. Tijaratu is Rafa,
Their business.
and whom is the attached version. Mudaf ilayh. Remember in the mudaf ilayh, if the mudaf, whatever status is mudaf ilayh is the right, same status.
Those two together becomes rafa.
Rafa, yes. Yes. Their trade. Their trade is the Rafa. Their trade is the doer. Their trade is the thing that did the job. Okay?
And whom is what version?
Whom is the they version?
Their version.
Whom is they?
Here, huma.
Whom. And whom, when it's Nasabarjar, is also whom. Or
But why we are using plural version here?
what other version could be?
Tijaratu whom? Hunna. Well, that's the point I'm making. Tijaratu hunna, right? Why
No,
not?
why tijara is the feminine word?
Rabihat. That's why
No.
it's coming.
That's female.
That's female.
Yeah.
Tijaratu hum. Hunna.
No, tijara to whom, you know why it is rabihat? Because it's their business.
Oh, okay, okay.
It's a broken plural.
So tricky, eh? So
Broken
tricky.
plural.
Broken plural.
And broken
That
plural is
becomes
like, you know,
female.
remember we say she is
Beautiful
beautiful
cars.
buildings. Yeah.
You know, beautiful cars.
Yeah, beautiful cars.
I'm not in that.
Go back. You have to
I'm
go
not in
back.
that level yet. Okay.
No, no, go, you have to go back. We already read the
Understand now. Understand now. Okay, I'm okay.
Okay.
Tijaratu hunna. I thought tijaratu hunna. Why not tijaratu hunna? That's what was mine.
No, good point. Good point. Okay. So these are attached pronoun, and we talked about attached pronoun from the beginning of Islam studies. Okay. And then we said, like, you know, here, and we talked about 6 things about attached pronoun. The attached pronoun has 2 stages. It can be rafa. There are 2 situations. It can be nasa. There's 2 situations. It can be jar. So there are 6 stages. Whether you want to pray, maybe you want to pray there, because you can disturb our the light of the light. So here the attached version of pronoun is nasara ka. Whenever is an attached pronoun, okay, don't think about like it's outside doer or inside doer, because it's attached pronoun. It's not any other word. Okay, it is not the other version. So nasara ka is means he helped you. He simple translation. So you translate the nasara means he helped. Ka means you, and ka here is what status of ka? Is it Mustafiz? Is it nasab, jar, or rafa? Ka?
Rafa.
No.
Nasab.
What is the rafa version of ka?
What?
No.
No, anta. And it's the
Shanta.
second level.
So these are some examples. Kazzabuka, khalaqakum. Khalaqa means he created. Kum means all of you. Okay. And then we say these are the status of pronoun, and this is for the whole Arabic, so you have to remember that. Whenever you see attached pronoun, that's why the pronoun chart is so important. So you look at them and say, oh, this is attached version. An attached version is attached. It is joining with something. It cannot be itself, okay? Okay? So independent ons are rafa, independent pronoun like huwa, huma, okay, okay? Like anta al-azizul hakim, anta. That's a full, proper version, original version. So that is always rafa. Once hidden inside the field, like the chart we remember, Nasara, Nasarat, Nasaru, Nasara, all these are inside there also rafa, because they're doing something. He helped, she helped, all this. When attached to half of jar, we already learned it. Okay, this is jar. Then we had, when attached to half of nasab, it's nasab. We learned that one, innaka, annaka. When attached to an ism, they are jar because they are mudaf ilay. Okay, and the 6th one, when attached to any field like this, they are nasab because they are at the detail. So who did he help? Who did he follow? Who did he make a liar of? All this answer is going to be detailed. Okay. So I think this is what we learned so far, right?
Kazzabu.
Yeah.
Kazzabu, this is whom, right? Like I'm saying.
Kazzabu is whom? Yes. So they
Themselves.
called someone liar. Who did they call liar? You. Okay. So they called you a liar. Okay. Kazzabu means make someone a liar. Okay. Okay. So this is what I think we learned. So today we're going to learn lesson number 20. Okay. Components of Jumla failure. So we'll learn some of the terminology. Okay. These are important to learn today. Just to remember, these are something that you need to you don't need to memorize, but you just have to keep it in your mind, and it's easy to understand this thing. So what is ma'ful means? Look at the sentence. Like we started our journey, we say, like, if we have a sentence like this: I ate an apple outside yesterday quickly out of hunger. See this English sentence. So who is the doer here? I is the doer, right? Like this is even our children can now say that what is rafa, what is details here. Ate is the fail, and this is the fail we are learning, the past tense, right? Apple is the detail, and the question is what did I eat? Okay. Outside is also a detail, another nasab. Where did I eat? Okay. Yesterday, when did I eat? That is also a detail. So all this question I'm asking about ate, right? What did I eat? Where did I eat? When did I eat? How did I eat quickly? Okay. And why did I eat? Out of hunger. See, all this question is revolving around the fail 8. Everybody understand? Okay, simple, right? So now, because they're all detail, nasab, so we have to give them some names. So there are some terms that you need to know, okay? And that's what we're going to talk about, and inshallah ta'ala we will show you what they call. So when the answer to who or what, is called ma'ful bihi, okay? Ma'ful bihi, okay? I will send this to you in an email, just so remember, but you can write it down. So what is answer to who or what? Like if I say, I helped brother Tanvir. So there's two who question. You can ask who did the job, I, that's the Rafa, but also I can ask who did he help? Who did brother Ronnie help? Brother Tanvir. So that who, that asking the question about the detail, who did I do this thing to? Okay, that is, or what did I do? Okay, or I decorated the car. Okay, so what did I decorate it? So who or what, the answer is called maf'ul bihi. Okay, the answer to the why did I do job? Okay, I helped brother Tanvir out of love. Okay, out of love is the reason that I did. Okay, so that is called maf'ul lahu. And also lahu, we remember the la means for. So what's the reason for you did it? Okay. Bihi also means, B means what? Remember we say kata lam ba, bata, it means with. Okay, so with who did you do it? With what did you do your job or your action? So you can remember that way too. Okay, maf'ul bihi, maf'ul lahu. And then answer to when and where, like where did I eat it? Outside. When did I eat it yesterday? So the time and the place is maf'ul fihi. Fi means in anyway. Like in what time, in what, in where or in which place you did the job. Okay, so that kind of answer will be maf'ul fihi. And how did I do it? Quickly. Okay, that will be maf'ul hal. Maf'ul hal. We say hal, kya hal hai janab?
Hal means situation, right?
Hal means situation, yes. Okay. How did you do it? Okay. So you know it very well. So maf'ul bihi, maf'ul lahu, maf'ul fihi, maf'ul hal. Okay?
Yeah, different question.
Yeah. Yeah. Why do we need to remember this? Actually, you will need it later in the advanced level. In this level, we just remember them, okay? We will have some question from the exam, like inshallah, when you have exam. Then I'll ask you, okay, determine what kind of maf'ul is this. Is it maf'ul lahu, maf'ul bihi? Okay. There's another kind also. It's called, I didn't put it because it's not, it's not in this level. It's called maf'ul mutawallik. The mutawallik bil khabar we run? Mutawallik means in English, yeah, it means related to, associated to, okay? But that's fine, don't worry about it right now. Inshallah we'll do it later. So maf'ul bihi, maf'ul lahu, maf'ul fihi, maf'ul hal. Okay, brother Tariq, all good? Now look at some examples from the Quran, okay? And these are all Quranic ayah. Rafana fawqakum at-tura. Okay? Rafana means to raise. Now, forget about this one. Brother Mustafis, tell me, Rafana. Which version of pronoun is that out of the 14? Nahnu. Very good. Rafana means, you already see it, right? Rafana means we raised, right?
We already did that na thing. So.
Yeah, Rafana. Fawqakum. What is fawqakum, brother? Above. So what is the structure here? Mudaf ilayh. Brother Shabbir, I know it's a bit lost, you're a bit lost.
I'm lost.
Yeah. Okay. Rafana is like a fail, it's a verb. Rafana means to raise. In the past, Rafana means raise. And because of na is we raised, okay? You just have to go through the videos, okay? So maybe it will be helpful. Or maybe I will sit down with you one day. Okay, inshallah, for 2 hours or something, and then we go through this. Fawqakum, as you said, above you. Fawqa is actually
The
special mudaf, right? So it's a mudaf is special mudaf. Remember the 16 words we learned? Fawqa, tahta, baina, duna, min duni, okay, all these things. Fawqakum, okay? Tur is a mountain. So fawqakum at-tura. So we raised the mountain above you. So here we raised, what did you raise? The mountain. So that is the maf'ul bihi. Okay? That's so just want to show this one that Allah said this way. Another example, وَقَتَلَ دَاوُدُ جَالُوتَ.
Qatum should be maf'ul fihi, right?
Yeah, fawqakum should be maful. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good. Fawqakum should be maful. Fihi.
Fee.
Above you. So where did we raise the thing? Above you. Okay?
So if this here is instead of Pauka kum,
Mhm.
kumu. Kumu is
Because of the reading
of
rules.
reading rules.
Yeah, nothing to do with anything else.
Basically, nasab case,
Hmm.
like kum.
No, it's jar.
It
It's
should be
jar.
jar. It should
Yeah,
be
because
jar.
mudaf
Should be
mudaf
jar.
ilaih,
Yeah,
okay.
it should be jar.
But because we have to fawqakum tura, it's a reading rule. That's why they attach these things. Okay, so you have to be careful on these things. Okay?
Because the rule changes from if you take two
two
of them separately, two of them together, like outside door or inside door, then your meaning changes. Pauka kumu.
No, you cannot have outside doer here because outside doer you only look for outside doer when the version is he or she.
He or she,
It's in
okay, correct.
we version, so we don't
Right.
check that one.
So that kumu does not come into effect anymore. Okay.
Here the same simple one that I always start our lesson with Qatala Dawood Jaluta. Dawood killed the Goliath, David killed the Goliath. So that is obviously who did he kill? So Dawood is the Rafa, but the Jalut is our Maful Bihi. Maful Bihi. So just to see two
Now
examples.
Katala Dalutu, this makes sense now.
And look at
It didn't make
this.
sense before.
Now is there a outside doer here, Brother Shiraz? Or is it a normal one?
The outside door,
Yes.
Katala Dalutu.
Because Katala is the he version.
That's
Okay?
right.
So, see, Katala means, Brother Tanvi, try to understand, Katala means he kills, right? But it's not the translation, because Dawudu is Rafa, and it's outside. See? So that's replacing the he inside the fi'l. So it's becoming an outside doer. Okay? Katala means he killed. But because we have a Dawood at the out of the word, okay, like an outside, okay, and it is Rafa, so it will replace that he and it will make Dawood kill Jalut. Understand? That's what the inside doer and outside doer that we learned before.
Dalutu would be Maful Bihi.
If you don't, then we can go back and do it. It will help other brothers to go to the meaning. Okay, everybody clear? So this is only one slide for this one, the Maful Bihi, Maful Lahu. There will be few more also. Okay, next one. Every fi'l is a sentence. We know that it consists of an act itself, which we call fi'l. The doer is called fa'il. Now don't get confused. Like the doer, we always know Rafa. But in the fail study, it's called fa'il, like who did the job. The status is Rafa, but it calls fa'il. Okay? So if I say in English, I prayed, okay? It means I am the Rafa. The status of the word Ana is Rafa, but because I did the job, so I am fa'il. Okay? And the detail is maful that we just learned. Okay? So I prayed Fajr. What did I pray? Fajr. Okay, so that is the detail. So what type of detail it will be? By the time you tell me, I prayed Fajr. Is it a maful bihi, maful lahu, maful fihi, or maful hal? What is the question you have to ask to get the answer Fajr?
Fihi.
No.
B.
What did you pray?
What
Fajr.
did you
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Most of them are, I think, maful B.
Yeah, depends. You will see a lot of examples. Actually, a lot of even maful hal also.
Maful Bihi is who or what.
Yes. Okay. Who or what? Lahu is for. What did you do it for? So I can say, I prayed Fajr to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Okay. So that could be lahu. And fihi, I prayed Fajr to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the masjid. Okay? Or with the Jama. Okay? With the Jama, if I say, that could be also with what? It could be maful laful bihi. Okay? But if I say, in the masjid, then it's fihi. Okay? Instead of udu. Hal, so something like this. Okay, so you can say that. So I'll just say example. I ate in the room. Fil ghurfati. Why did I eat this one? So I is the rafa. Ate is the fil. In the room. Where did I eat? In the room. But look at this. Is in the room. I've just translated in the room. Fil ghurfati. Ghurfa means room, right? What is this fil ghurfati? Jar majrur. So maful could be not only a word, it could be a jar majrur. It could be a mawsuf sifatu. Okay? You understand? Because these are something, but the whole thing is a detail. You understand now? So don't get confused. So, of course, fil ghurfati is jar majrur. We are saying jar majrur. So meaning is jar. Fi is the harf of jar, and al ghurfati is the majrur, right? Clear. But the whole thing in the room is the detail of my thing. That's the maf'ul. Okay? That's why we don't call them nasab. Just like we don't call this one, we call them fa'il. Okay? Because this is the doer. So this is the terminology of the fi'l study, like past tense study. Everybody understand?
So
Yes.
nasab, like for example, maful nasab we like learned earlier. So that is applicable basically for maful bihi, right?
No. Or for all maf'ul.
Okay.
All of these are nasab. Nasab, because they all are detailed.
Okay, yes.
In nature, they are all nasab, okay? But what I'm saying, the whole thing is the nasab, you can say, but the structure is this. So you can say,
Yes.
oh, you say nasab should be always with a.
Yes.
Gurfata. Why is not gurfata?
Because it's a fee.
It's feel, because in the field. So this whole thing is a detail of that, of the
Yes.
sentence, okay? Okay. And actually, when you go to the advanced nahu, advanced nahu, we'll talk about these things, inshallah. Someday, inshallah, we'll go there. Okay. Okay. Brother, shall look at this one. Inni da'awtu qawmi laylan wa nahara. Whose words are these? Who said this? Easy. Look at the thing. Inni da'awtu. Da'awtu means to call people, to invite people.
No.
No, yes, good. Which
Surah
surah? Surah
Nur.
No. Inni da'awtu qawmi laylan wa nahara. Okay, let's break it down. What is the first word? Inni.
In me is it would be
How many words there in Inni?
2 words there.
Two words there,
It's-
good.
There is a
What's the first word?
first word is in, then ni is in, ni is.
No, first word is not in.
Inna.
Inna and ana.
And ana together.
Together, inni. So that is a harf of nasab. Inna is harf of nasab, okay? Inni.
Yes.
Definitely I.
Yes.
Da'utu. Like nasartu.
Yes, sir.
Da'utu is the fail here, okay? Da'utu is the fail here because that's the action itself, okay? Qawmi. How many words in qawmi?
Cows, 2 words. Come and
Two
eat.
words,
Come and
yes.
eat.
It's mudaf ilay. My nation,
Yeah.
Qawmi, my nation, the nation of mine, okay? Laylan wan naharan. There's wa is and here. Laylan is day, sorry, laylan is night, and naharan is day, and both of them in the nasab status because they are maful. Maful, which one?
Feel.
Fihi. Fihi, this is the time, right? Maful fihi. And qawmi is maful bihi. Because my nation, okay? Why I put this example? Look at the qawmi. It's qawmi. It's my nation. It's a jar majrur. Sorry, it's mudaf ilay. Qawmi is my nation, okay? Nation of mine. So, but still it's a nasab. Meaning in the whole thing is a nasab. Meaning it's a maful. That's why we don't call it nasab. We call maful bihi. Okay? Laylan and naharan. Look, they are in nasab actually, but they are maful fihi. Okay? They are still in nasab. Okay? Because they have nothing to attach. So you can't just change into jar. It has to be reason for the jar. Qawmi became jar because you have to tell my nation. Allah is saying that Allah my nation. Okay? If he would have said inni da'awtu qawman, so I am giving a dawah to a nation, maybe any nation. Okay, he didn't say my nation, but he knows these are his people, so that's why they call it my nation. Okay, clear? Okay.
Only here, for example,
Mm.
if we say not my nation, says his nation,
Qawmihi.
how we he, right?
Okay, this one, Sabaru. This is a very beautiful ayah. Sabaru ibtagha'a wajhi rabbihim. Sabaru, what is Sabaru means? No, yeah, not only patience. Sabaru means who? Sabar is a verb here.
Yes.
No, don't say patient. Say,
They.
What is the other word? What is the other word for patience? Persevered. Persevere. They persevered. Like Nasaru. Okay. Then do you have to look for outside doer? No. Because it's not he or she version. So they sabaru. Meaning they persevered. Ibtagha'a. Ibtagha means to pursue, or to please someone. Ibtagha wajhi rabbihim. Everything is so. Ibtagha means to pursue. Ibtagha is what status? The word ibtagha, nasab status. So that's a detail. That's a normal detail. There's nothing attached to it. Okay, and that is maful hal. No. It is maful. Maful what? Maful lahu. Maful lahu. Why did they sabaru? Why did they persevere? What is the purpose? To ibtigha, meaning to pursue. To pursue what? Wajhi rabbihim, the face of their Lord. Wajhi, face of him. Wajhi has two words. Wajhi, his face. Rabbihim, their Lord. The face of their Lord. Which is the whole is mudaf ilayh. Everybody clear? So here we have maful lahu. We also have, why did this for maful bihi also we have. Wajhi rabbihim is for maful. For what they're doing this one, okay? For what they're doing this one, okay? I'm just giving this example to see all these 4 types of maful in different type of ayah, okay? Clear? Next one is so they perceive in order to pursue the face or to face meeting. To face means to face meeting of their master, okay? This is the last one.
His face.
No, I think I made a mistake. Wajhi means face. Wajhi means face, and that is like no alif lam, and Rabbihim is their Lord.
Wajhu is face. Wajhu. So then why it is just then it is.
I think they didn't put it in the English translation. So Wajhi, yeah, I think it's Wajhi is his face. Yeah, Wajhi will be his face. Rabbihim is their master. The face of their master, you can say it altogether. This one, kharaja minha khaifan. He left from it fearful. Who is it talking about? Any guess? Musa alayhi salam. Good. He left, when he punched the guy and the girl, he left Egypt. He left Egypt. Khaifan means fearfully. So this time we get one maful hal. How did he leave it? Khaifan, maful hal. Kharaja means he left. We can look for outside doer, but there is no outside doer here. Minha, from it. So he left from where? So that's the maful fihi. From it. Minha is what? Jar majbur, because min is a jar, right? And half of jar. And khaifan is nasab, is a status, okay?
So if we add on for in that sentence, kharaja Musa minha, that means
yes,
Musa left.
yes, very good. You can do that. I mean, that's not the ayah, but yes, you can translate. Kharaja, that means he left. Then we put Musa, and Musa, the Rafa version is Musa, Nasab is Musa, Jar is Musa, because it's non-flexible. So kharaja Musa khaifan. Musa left. Okay, you can say kharaja Musa minha khaifan. Say Musa left from it khaifan, fearfully. That can be said also. Very good. Next one. Okay. I'm just going to finish Jumla Filia, past tense today. So this one is one more slide, I think. So just bear with me, because I know it's a bit too much, but it's nothing to remember. It's not difficult, nothing to memorize. Okay. So like in the Jumla Ism, you didn't miss that class. Jumla Ismiya, we learned that the order, like Mubtada, Khabar, and MBK. Remember, we had this exam also. So Mubtada, Khabar, and MBK, Muta'alliq bil Khabar. So here also there are some normal sequence. The normal sequence is the fail should be the beginning, file is after the fail, and that must be always. File must be always after the fail. Okay, there could be something in between. Okay, and then we have maf'ul. So that's the normal sequence. Okay, file, field, file, and maf'ul. That's the normal sequence. Okay, like we said that kharaja. Okay, as we say kharaja Musa minha khaifan. So kharaja is the fail, Musa is the file, and khaifan is the maf'ul bih, maf'ul hal in that case. Okay, so usually sequence would be like that. Okay, but if we change the sequence, make it unusual sequence, so maf'ul can come in the beginning. Okay, then just like in the Jumla Ismiya, here also the comes of the concept of exclusivity. So use the word only. Okay, so we'll have some examples through there. Okay, so when the sequence is not normal, okay, that's what we learn in Jumla Ismiya, like when the noun sentence, when the sequence is not normal, like Allah changed the order of the word, okay, then the meaning also change. Allah try to give something exclusivity. I'll show you the example, then you will understand, inshallah. Like for example, oh, what happened? Strange. Okay, give me 1 second. I think I know what's wrong.
One trouble is from the normal sequence, fail, file, then maful.
Yeah.
If the abnormal sequence maful comes first, then isn't it a jumla ismiya then?
Sorry.
So if maful comes first, then ism starts the sentence, so it becomes the jumla ismiya then.
Maful comes. We'll talk about that today. Yes. So yeah, answer. No, only maful comes first doesn't make jumla ismiya. As long as the fail and the file is in the order, there is still a jumla failure. Okay? Because fail and file, if the file comes first, then it becomes jumla, it becomes a mubtada. We'll talk about it. But I think unfortunately, I don't have this. Why? Because I didn't save it or something. It's pretty bad.
Next class. No.
That's been inshallah.
Tomorrow, yeah?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Allah saved us.
No, I have it here. No. Why did it come there? Strange. We did Kharaja minhu Musa, right?
It's too much for us.
Okay.
Too much to absorb today.
The brothers are expert now. They can do this. Something wrong. Give me. I can see this here. I have it here, but it's not coming in the animation for some reason. Let's see.
Height, this one will height.
Ah. Okay. So look at this sentence. Tawakkalna, brothers and sisters, look at this. Tawakkalna ala Allah. Okay. Tawakkalna is the noun version. Don't have to look for the outside doer. Okay. Tawakkala, 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 tawakkalu. Okay. Let's try to do this sometime. By yourself. It's easy. Okay. Tawakkalat. She have trusted in Allah. Okay. Tawakkalata, tawakkalatunna. Okay. Like this. Okay. Tawakkaltunna and like this. So tawakkalna means we rely on Allah. So we rely on Allah. Okay, here the word tawakkalna is a fail and alallahi is a maful. Okay, so we rely, and tawakkalna has the we inside it. Okay, so it's after the fail. So all these three normal order. So this is why you translate this way. But Allah didn't say tawakkalna alallahi. Allah said alallahi tawakkalna. Allah said alallahi tawakkalna. Alallahi, on Allah. So who did you rely on? On Allah. So that's your maful. We're asking the question who, which is maful bihi. Maful bihi came first, and the tawakkalna, the file and fail went this. So this is this construction. So the translation will be what?
We only rely on.
We only rely on. See the difference, Brother Sabir? Just same, everything same. Just we sweep the word. That's what Allah did. Sometime, and you will see another example, very interesting example, and it's beautiful. See, tawakkalna ala Allah. Allahi tawakkalna. Okay? We only rely on Allah. That's what would be our trust one. Because Allah emphasizes in the whole Quran the Tawheed, the oneness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Similar to Muqtada.
Yes. That's what I said, yes. We Muqtada, Muta'alliq will cover, if the sequence changes, then it happens, okay? Look at this one. Amanna bihi wa alayhi tawakkalna. Amanna. What does amanna means? We believed. That's the nahnu version. There's a tasdeed because amana and then na. So in the reading rule, amanna. Okay? Don't worry about the tasdeed. Okay? It's the reading rule. Amana means he believed. Amana, amananna means amanna. They say the amanna. So amanna is we believed. We believed in him. Is it a normal sequence?
Yes.
Normal sequence. We. So the file amana is the beginning, then the we is in the middle, and then bihi in him. Okay, is that so? It's normal. So we believe in him. But wa alayhi tawakkalna is the switched one, right? So look what Allah said. The interesting is because we don't only believe in Allah, So that's why that sequence is normal. Because we believe in Rasul, we believe in angels, we believe in books, we believe in Judgment Day. Our belief is not only Allah that we believe. We believe in Allah as our God, but we have to believe other things too. We have to believe the Sunnah of Rasulullah. We have to believe in all the prophets. So that's why Allah didn't say we only believe in Him. Allah said believe in Him, but we rely only on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. See, it's super, right? So you'll never understand if you don't learn this muqaddam and muakhar. And this is actually here in fail also is called muqaddam muakhar. I didn't bring it because it's too much, but the same thing. This is muqaddam. Okay, so it came before. Remember muqaddam muakhar. Okay. Exception. There's one exception in this. What is the exception? How would you say Allah helped all of you? Allah helped all of you. Who's the, what is the, help is the fail. Fa'il is what here? Allah. Okay. Who did Allah help? All of you. So that's the maf'ul, right? So if we go on to the normal way, then I have to say Nasarallahu then kum. Okay. But you cannot have kum by itself. You should say Nasarakumullah. Nasarakumullah. So when the attached pronoun, that is the normal situation. Okay? Nasara. Because you are right, we should say Nasarallahu kum. But you cannot have kum by itself. Kum is an attached pronoun, it must be attached with something. So that's why for this kind, when attached pronoun, always here, we look for the outside door. Look at this. This is also another example that between the two things, between the fail and the outside door, there is something, kum. Okay, and that is the maful. Okay, so Nasara kumullah. Kumullah. Okay, everybody clear? Very good item for exam.
So the meaning, there should not be only here, right?
No,
No.
it's a normal. Although this is this structure, this is this unusual structure, but still it is normal. That's why it's exception. Okay. Brother Tanvi, you're here.
No, I'm not.
Inshallah, if you go through this, it will be fine. Okay, the last slide for today. So this is not an abnormal order. The last thing for today, Jumla Ismiya with Jumla Fi'liya. Okay, that's what you are talking about. So let's look at this. These are all Jumla Fi'liya that we learned so far. Nasar al-Muslimu, Nasar al-Muslimani, Nasar al-Muslimuna. Okay, and they mean this. The Muslim help, the two Muslim help, the Muslims help. Everybody clear? All outside doer, right? Okay, this is simple. Look at this one. If I say this way, al-Muslimu nasara, I switched it. Okay, al-Muslimani nasara, al-Muslimuna nasaru. Okay, now because they are like this, okay, and we know that is not the normal way. So these are Jumla Ismiya actually, because start with Rafa, okay, and they are Mubtada. Okay, so do not get confused. Okay, so because they are not in the normal status, not in the normal order, because the fail has to be first and file has to be here. It's turned around. Okay, and actually, if that is the case, so what will be the translation for Al-Muslimu Nasara? What will be the translation for this? Is it the same translation?
Muslim help the Muslims, that turns the other way around.
No, that also the Muslim help. The Nasara Muslim is the Muslim help.
Help the Muslims.
No, that's the command. We haven't learned the command. That means you're commanding someone. Help the Muslim. Donate for the Muslim. Donate for the Muslim. That's not this one. It will be Al-Muslimu, the Muslim, and Nasara means he helped. The Muslim, comma, he helped. I'll tell you why. Actually, it makes sense. Yes. In normal Arabic talking, speaking, it doesn't make sense. Even if you show this to an Arab, I guarantee you they won't understand why you say. But Allah talked like this in Quran. We'll see some examples. So this basically means the Muslim, Al-Muslimu, means the Muslim, right? The Muslimu, the Muslim. Nasara means, what did you learn about Nasara? He helped.
Yeah.
That's it. These kind of things Allah used to remove doubt. Okay? So if you tell me, if I ask you, brother, you know, who ate all the biryani? You say, Tarek ate all the biryani. No, Mustafiz, he ate all the biryani. So clear your doubt.
Example is
So I say, Mustafiz, So I'm giving emphasis, okay? Not Tarek. Mustafiz, he ate everything. Okay? So this is Allah saying this. The Muslim, he helped. So the Muslim, he helped, okay? The two Muslim, no, not the Christian, the Muslim helped. So if someone is asking you, oh, I think those areas, the neighbors, the Christian, they help. Then you say, no, no, no. The Muslim, they help. Okay? So this is the same expression. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, put the expression in the language. That's why Quran is a miracle, So, you have to understand the expression. If you just say, just read, the same, everything, the same tone, Sabbaha lillahi ma fis samawati, you don't understand, This is Allah saying, Allah is clearing the doubt. No, it's not them, it's them who did it, okay? And there's a lot of examples like this in the Quran. There's only few, I think one or two I brought, and then we'll see inshallah. Like, khalaqna, we created. Then Allah said, nahnu khalaqna. We created. So Allah is telling, don't have no doubt, not any other God, you've been created by, by nature or anything. We created you. So that's what Allah says. There's another one, very good one. Look at this one. Inna nahnu nazzalna. Look at this. What is inna, brother Siyaz? How many words are there in inna?
2 words.
2 words, right?
In.
Definitely we.
Definitely we.
This time it's not inni, inna. So it's like, the nahnu and inna. So definitely we. Nahnu, we. So 2 we already. Nazzalna, also we. So we revealed it. So Allah is putting so much emphasis to know that this Quran is not by someone written it, not from copy from something. Definitely we reveal it. Inna nahnu nazzalna zikra, inna lahu lahafizin. Meaning definitely we reveal this Quran, the zikr, and we will protect it. That's what Allah said in Surah Al-Hijr. Okay? So here look, certainly we. Inna means certainly. How many emphasis Allah wants to see? See, Allah is talking to us in so much in emphatic, we don't even care. So certainly we reveal it. And that's what actually exactly English translation is. Because you can't skip this. If you put one we, what happened in nahnu? What happened in nazzalna? Because we inside in everything. And nahnu is a whole we, and inna is certainly we. Okay? So that is something to use in the Quran Allah to this kind of things to emphasize this one. Okay? And sometimes it's the muqtada and khabar actually. So if you look at this one, this become the khabar. This become khabar. Why? Certainly is, we know what is certainly. It's a harf of nasab. Okay? And we said harf of nasab is a muqtada. Remember? If you go back to that. Also, proper whole pronoun is muqtada. So we have 2 muqtada here. Inna is certainly we is one muqtada. So certainly we. Nahnu is another muqtada. And nazzalna is the khabar. And nazzalna, the khabar itself is a fi'l. It's a sentence itself. Okay, the whole khabar is a sentence. But this is not a jumla ismiya, this is jumla fi'liya. Okay? I think that's it for
just
today.
the last question.
Yes.
Here we can see there is an outside doer, right? For example, nahnu khalaqna.
Yes?
Nahnu is outside doer, but can I say because it's
No, nahnu is not after doer.
It's before.
No.
It's inside already.
Yeah, you
because,
don't.
because it has to be after, right?
It has to have not only that, also you have to have he or she version for outside doer.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying.
Yes.
It's not he or she.
Exactly. So don't worry about outside doer here.
Oh.
It is only inside doer. This is just replace it by its meaning. We. Nahnu means we. And khalaqna means we created. So we created. Okay?
To emphasize it.
To emphasize it, yes. To clear any doubts that you have in your mind. Okay? So that's all of it. So inshallah ta'ala,
But
we stop here.
for the first person,